Hello, guys.
Hey, guys.
Joe here.
Kevin.
All right. So, penultimate episode. Really bummed out the show is ending.
Yeah, right.
I feel like this could have gone on for so many seasons, man.
Sure, absolutely.
I've really been enjoying it. So, Will's arrested.
Right.
They got married. Where do we go next?
I was thinking about this. Like, Will can't spend too much time in jail.
Sure.
Right? But they could also do a time jump. You know what I mean?
That'd be wild.
So we don't know how long Will's... I assume that, like, by the end of this episode, he'll be out. I can't fathom him being in jail throughout the final episode of the show, right?
Yeah.
But who knows? Because we don't even know if ACN's going to survive. Right now, it doesn't look like they're going to. It was a pretty bleak ending to the last episode.
Yeah.
Where I can't remember his name. BJ Novak's character.
Oh, yeah. We'll just call him Douche Nozzle for now.
Yeah, he sucked. But he is going to be in control of ACN. He's an influencer idiot with way too much money. Gee, there aren't any of those actually in the world.
It's unheard of, yeah.
Right, yeah. That are buying a media company just so it can just be a really expensive toy to have.
Yep.
Never mind the fact that real people's lives are in the balance with this.
Yeah, somebody layoffs and just
right.
People's livelihoods here at stake.
I mean, first off, he's destroying a news institution for the sake of I mean, I'm guessing when Sorkin was writing this, we were in this midst of this debate about is citizen journalism the way to go, or is old school, professional journalism really that important anymore in the age of everyone having a phone and an opinion and a platform? And
turns out it is.
I would side with Sorkin on this. Yeah, you need professionals doing a professional job.
I agree.
That's how the media works. As much fun as it is to see, phone videos and how big of an important, how big a role they play in our current landscape, things get caught that historically wouldn't. Sure. I like the video as much as anybody else of that ICE agent slipping and falling on his butt. Yeah. But at the same time, you should have professionals to organize and contextualize and let big picture context of everything and how it impacts the world.
Well, such a famous lineage too. You know what I mean?
Sure.
It should be a thing. Our news our news should be reliable.
How odd is that?
Yeah.
All right, we'll get started here. I do want to thank all of our Patreon subscribers for being here with us. Thank you so much, guys. Special shout out to our super patrons: NJ, MDC93, Actuarial Lurker, Anna, Bales Fuldez, ZY, Jeff, Derek Peterson, Yannick from Montreal, Sudigan of Rapu, Jamie Morgan, Christy Goverson, Diana Perry, Trey Contreras, Human Mac, Wolfgang Wolf, MD Swift, Squick, Sweet Baby Silvanel, Adam Pacio, Matt Tyler, David Adler, Chris O'Donnell, KDK, Seth Walker, Everett Nation, Doc Hooley, Taylor, and Andy Schreiber. Thanks a lot, guys. Really glad you're here with us.
Yes, we are. And if you're watching us for the first time on YouTube, welcome to our channel. If you mind hitting the like button for us, please leave us a comment down below. Hit the subscribe button so stay up to date with the content we have coming your way.
Description below, link to our Patreon page for full-length watch-alongs. On Newsroom, we are several episodes ahead on Patreon if we're on YouTube. My guess is we'll have somewhat of a time jump because something has to happen. I'd say a couple of weeks to a month, maybe, at the most.
Sure. I mean, I am under the assumption that by the end of the episode, he'll be out.
I am too. I just don't think it'll be years later. We have older Will still sitting in jail. Yeah,
some tattoos.
Right.
I don't know. I'm still having my fingers crossed that something goes wrong to BJ Novak thing and somehow ACN sticks around. But I mean, it doesn't look like it's going to be the case.
Well, I mean, it's already been sold, so
sure. Yeah.
I mean, anything can change, but right now, there's no way that ACN stays with the parent company.
Maybe a magical grand piano can just fall on his head.
Right. Sounds like jail.
Since I got here, you're my third contempt of court. You're gonna be locked in a cage now, and it's not a natural thing. You didn't bring toiletries?
No.
I'll bring you toothpaste and a brush. I can bring you a book from the library if you want. You might get the whole weekend.
I feel like it's gonna be in there longer when he's like, you got the weekend.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be a weekend?
Yeah. Maybe bring a couple books.
Whoa. So, dude, I bet people were riding outside.
Yeah.
And that's your father there next to you?
Yeah,
That's a wholesome picture. And that's your wife? She's knockout.
she is.
I don't think he wants to talk.
No.
You have to explain it to me one more time.
Really?
You can walk out anytime you want.
No, I can't. I can only walk out if I reveal the identity of a source.
You didn't ask me what I was in for. I appreciate that. Domestic battery. 9 women on the jury.
That wasn't your first offense, though. You wouldn't have gotten 2 years for domestic battery if it was your first.
It was my third. Are you judging me now? Because the judge just did that. I don't need it.
No.
Is he going to have to beat this guy?
Tell me the name of this. I'll tell it to them on the condition they let us both go. Or I could just shake the name out of you.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
Raise your hands above your hips and I'll knock you the fuck into next week.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's a big man.
Yeah.
Your father was a drunk, wasn't he?
He might just hit you anyway.
Yeah.
You are ACN.
God. That's gross. Look at Don.
We are ACN.
It's a slogan. It doesn't mean anything.
First, I wouldn't be relieved that our new slogan doesn't mean anything. The next one's going to show citizen journalists filing stories from the coffee bean.
You are ACN. Our brains are trained to see groups of letters as a word, and visually, that group of letters looks like urine.
In 52 days, I've put 3 Twitter monitors on our set.
We've gone from 4th to 3rd in households and 2nd in the demo. Can you do me a favor and not worry that the world's most benign promo is a threat to democracy? You? Can I have a second? So the Princeton story, the website. You interview the student with the website, you interview one of the guys who's been accused. Why is it complicated? Pruitt wants them both in the studio. He told you that? He called me.
Pruitt. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
If that's what he wants, why don't we just do it? Well, like I said, I don't know how to. Bullshit. And if you don't, I need to hire someone who does.
Well, Don tried.
Yeah. That would suck coming in every day and seeing that.
Oh, yeah.
A woman named Lily M. Hart shot herself in the mouth on the steps in front of the Justice Department. The FBI isn't releasing any information right now.
You mean DC police?
No, the FBI's handling it.
What was her name?
Lily Hart? What?
She wasn't protesting guns. I know the name of the source.
Was it Lily Hart?
And the day before yesterday, she shot and killed herself on the steps
okay.
outside the DOJ.
Who else knows the name? Not the DC police.
I think they must.
Leisenthal on the phone. Your husband's getting out of jail today.
Because his cellmate sucks. So
Yeah. Right? This guy had to beat that guy.
I was like, actually, I'm going to stay here.
I was just chewed out for 10 minutes by Erin Andrews.
Why?
She was accosted by paparazzi last night coming out of Mana Steel at the El Capitan in LA. The paparazzi knew she was in there because of our creepy stalker app and pleading with you to have what's his name?
Bree
shut down the app.
Hey, easy.
I just wanted to talk to you about something.
You are?
I wanted
I'm
to-
senior editor of ACN Digital if you're going to be insulting.
Nobody wants to be insulting.
I badly want to be insulted.
Someone got a call from Aaron Andrews.
You know Erin Andrews?
Yes.
Yowza, I want to get with that so bad.
Oh, my God.
I'm sure she'll want you to have her number.
Hey, fuck you.
Yeah?
Oh, you can't talk to her like that, my friend.
Well, this guy sucks.
He's the worst.
Giving deranged people with access to semi-automatic weapons the locations of their targets.
That app's driving a lot of traffic.
I don't care if it's driving in the Grand Prix in Monaco. I need you to temporarily take it down.
You need to speak to my boss.
He's your boss.
I'm your boss.
Lucas Pruitt is my boss. I pitched him the app and he loved it, which is why we have it. I like my app and it makes money, both of which are more than I can save for your 10 o'clock hour. So if you have a problem, why don't you take it to Pruitt?
I would want to clock this guy so
Yeah.
bad.
So they can't fire him at all.
If digital can help us, we should be supporting digital. Come on the show and tell people about your app.
Is she setting him up?
Awesome.
An associate producer will give you the details.
Like, kind of like,
Even Don knows what's going on now.
like let him put his foot in his mouth a little bit.
Serious about that phone number?
Yeah, but I think you can do better.
Okay, so when you vivisect this guy, and especially his app, Pruitt's not going to be happy.
I'll cross that bridge when I come to it.
You usually blow up that bridge when you come to it. There's an undergrad at Princeton who started a website for students who have been... Pruitt wants the undergrad and one of the accused in the studio.
That's a terrible idea. Charlie's gonna back you.
Charlie told me to do it.
What's happening to him?
It's almost like he's like, okay, we'll do it, but when it goes terribly wrong.
In what ways the FISA courts have provided insufficient oversight of the NSA?
You and your whole generation's contempt for institutions.
Are they interviewing Snowden?
Looks like they're in Russia.
You're an American press, yes? I have not seen Edward Snowden. I do not know where he is.
That's all right. We just want to check in for the midnight flight to Havana.
And that's Reuters, and that's Le Monde. He's going to Cuba. He's going to be on this flight.
I do not show reservation for Harper.
Would you mind checking again?
What do you think will happen the second time?
Yeah, I mean, I've always wanted that too.
Can we have 2 coach seats to Havana?
The flight is sold out.
Of course it is. I would like to buy your ticket from you at a substantial markup.
How substantial?
Twice what your office paid for it.
I don't have a ticket for the flight. I'm here to photograph Mr. Snowden. This is a very big story.
We have to get on this flight.
You were a prosecutor?
The Brooklyn DA's office.
And you were, what kind of writer?
I helped write speeches for the first President Bush.
George H.W.
Yeah.
And he was an elite Harvard silver spoon and all that, but he didn't rub it in your face, you know?
He went to Yale.
He didn't do that.
I'm from Nebraska.
You still got that northeastern air superiority.
I'm in jail.
And even in here, you still think you're better than me.
You hit a woman. You don't set the bar very high.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Got visitors.
There's a wife beater sitting there saying, you think you're better than me?
I love that he went there. You think you're better than me?
A woman named Lily Hart committed by shooting herself in the head on the steps of the Justice Department. Lily Hart worked for BCD. Her roommate starts going through her emails and then some files. Will you confirm Lily Hart as your source?
No, sir.
Lily Hart has no family. There's no one to protect anymore. Confirm the name.
Do they still need it anyway now?
Sorry, I'm not allowed to reveal the name of a source without their permission.
Confirm that she's the source and Neil comes home from Venezuela.
And you won't pursue criminal prosecution?
We'll give him an ice cream cone.
No, sir. Did you think I was going to consider a deal like this?
I wrote down exactly what I thought you'd say and sealed it in this envelope.
Is it exactly what he said?
I bet it is. I can't reveal a source.
No, sir.
What if we switch places? I have the exact same information Will has.
You don't tell anyone you know what Will knows.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I need a block tonight. 5 minutes, 4:30.
For what?
I want to interview Bree Dorrit. I want to discuss an app he has, Human Flesh Hunter or something.
I don't like to do stories about us.
I know, but this is about everyone.
She's going to burn it down, isn't she?
I hope.
Probably get herself in trouble.
Lady Gaga's been relatively silent on Twitter. Sloan's going to interview her manager.
You're still able to hear yourself when you speak.
Right?
I'm glad Lady Gaga wants to engage
She
people
has
on
40
an important...
million Twitter followers.
Lady Gaga's tweets, they're trending. So Pruitt picked up the phone and said, do this.
There's always room.
Tell me what you'd like to cut. The Supreme Court struck down portions of the Voting Rights Act.
AC engage?
Yeah, how'd you know?
Pruitt wants it.
How did he know?
The guy, Bree, it's a promo for the site.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
You'll have to cut something else or make trims.
I'm really sorry.
Not your fault.
I think Sloan might get herself fired today. Next to last episode, no one has plot armor.
That's true.
Those are the footnotes. The
Oh my
pitch
God,
pipe goes in
Catherine.
the room
There's
next
Catherine.
door and they practice there sometimes.
If I can avoid it, I'd rather not be alone with a young woman in her dorm room.
You want witnesses in case I say you forced yourself on me.
No.
I went to a party at one of the eating clubs. I drank too much tequila, passing out, and the next thing I knew, two guys were helping me into a bedroom.
Jesus. And the next day you called the police.
City police, campus police, and the DA's office. Nobody pursued it.
The kind of you're talking about is difficult and
It's
usually
not
impossible to
a
prove.
kind of...
Sure.
How did you find me?
Just some detective work. I was trying to impress my boss.
Did it work?
He wants you in the studio along with Jeff.
This is going to be ugly.
Yeah.
And you're here for a pre-interview.
I'm here to beg you not to do it.
I would too.
Yeah.
There's
no good can come
It's just
from
a
that.
crap show.
Yeah.
She said, hang on, let me check. Did you know there's more than one city named Havana?
We have tickets to Spain.
There are layovers in Vince.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
It really would have killed you to apologize to Hallie.
I'm sorry I overreacted. In fact, I'm so sorry that I sent this apology in a text.
Call her right now.
Tess?
Hallie, call her right now. Do you want her back?
Of course.
Does he want her back, or is this another Lisa thing?
It feels like a Lisa thing.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
But this is so Jim.
Yeah. Guess I don't know that he really.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I
Yeah.
don't think he really cared that much.
No.
What happened?
His voicemail.
I already know what he'll say.
So do I. I've spoken to him.
He said it was consensual.
Yeah.
And he's changing his story a little.
That's something that would come out in a trial.
There's not going to be a trial, so I started this website.
Do you know who Sloan Sabbath is? She was dating this guy and they broke up and he was pissed.
What did she do?
She broke his jaw.
A warning. It's a public service. Do not go on a date with these guys. Do not go to a party with these guys.
Do not give these guys a job ever. Don't you think there's a chance that somebody's going to use the site as revenge? Don't you think there's a chance that somebody, a woman who feels
Yeah,
rejected,
bitches
a
be
woman
bitches. Like, if another girl got because I didn't say anything,
and you're right about that too.
then what am I wrong about?
This is so tricky.
Yeah. They both have great points.
I don't like Jews. People are afraid to speak their mind these days.
Of course you don't.
I haven't noticed that.
Their grandparents came here from the Polish ghettos and the Russian villages, and they told their sons, don't work with your hands. Go to law school.
My mother was Catholic.
So was my wife.
Is that why you hit her?
No? You want to trade jobs with me?
No.
Because you're too smart for what I do. That's why your father drank.
Just knock him out. just knock him out.
No reporter's gonna sell us their tickets.
There are people on this flight who aren't reporters.
Those two are on their honeymoon. And you'd like to buy your tickets to Havana and give you 2 free tickets to Madrid. He wants your watch. He wants your watch.
You liked my shirt and my pants, too.
Hey, she took my Newsnight baseball
I think we
cap.
have more of those.
He just took that because he could.
Yeah. It'll be wild if he's not even on this flight.
You look kind of cute. You never called Hallie, did you?
No.
Do you believe me?
Of course I do.
Seriously.
I'm not here on a fact-finding mission.
I'm just curious.
I've heard 2 competing stories, one from a very credible woman who I'm obligated to believe the sketchy guy.
You know, you're a good guy, but do people tell you a lot that your head's up your ass?
They do. It is a huge, dangerous scary as shit mistake to convene your own trial in front of a television audience. The internet is used for vigilantism every day.
And that's true.
That's very true.
Do you want to live in a world where...
You want to hear the advice I get? Say you have a boyfriend, wear a wedding ring. You wanted to go to a public place because you were scared I'd cry. I'm scared all the time. So you know what my site does? It scares you.
You're right to name your attacker. But the site is going to clobber an innocent person, and there is no chance that it won't.
That's completely true.
And you won't get the justice you're looking for.
I don't understand why you need me to refuse. It's your show. Why don't you just not do it?
I've been overruled. It'll be covered like sports.
Yeah, two sides.
I'm gonna win this time.
We'll be in touch with you.
You miss your wife?
I was married to her for 11 minutes before I was taken to jail. Yes, I miss my wife.
Is she a trophy wife or is she smart?
She's very smart. My wife is smarter than I am in every way imaginable, and it never makes me mad.
Yeah, they're gonna hit her.
I don't like media types.
East Coast elites.
Yeah.
That's a thoroughly original opinion. I've never heard that before.
What's your mission to civilize?
Who told you about that?
You did.
When?
A while ago.
It's a reference to Don Quixote.
The knight.
Thought he was a knight. He took on a world that was bleak and morally corrupt.
How'd he do?
He got his ass kicked.
I don't want to see you get your ass kicked. That's not true. That was dishonest. And that picture of you and your father, I'll bet he wasn't trying to teach you about civic morality.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I can't believe we got there with that guy.
I know.
He's not even going to be on the
We
plane.
had seats
after all
across
that.
the aisle from him.
He's
He's
not
not on the plane. You know where he is?
Probably back in the airport.
Fuck!
My God.
Why didn't you call her? If you really like her, it's a stupid thing to...
I like you.
I can't believe we're circling back to this.
I know.
I like you, and I'm glad I said it. Now I wish I'd said it at the end of a 13-hour flight.
Right, yeah.
Good point.
Yeah, this is gonna be uncomfortable. I'm gonna switch seats with someone.
I'll switch seats.
I'm making a motion. Enough is enough. The government now possesses information that will help it independently find the source.
That was what I thought too. Like,
You can't lock up a reporter for protecting his source.
I won't be contesting your motion. This isn't supposed to be punitive. It's supposed to be coercive. And plainly, he's not giving up the name.
yeah.
He'll sleep at home tonight.
Follow me.
Would you call them toxic?
Yes. Very much. Yeah. Maybe it'll be fine, but so far, yes.
It's a map that tells you where celebrities have been sighted in New York or Los Angeles.
Kristen Bell and her kid are at the 4 p.m. showing of How to Train Your Dragon at the ArcLight.
And it goes right on our map instantly.
That's messed up.
It's really creepy.
Well, it's the price of fame, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's a punishment for it.
I'm sorry you feel that way. AC Engage is citizen journalism.
I'm asking if those posts are fact-checked. Citizen Journalist tells us that Jimmy Kimmel was visibly intoxicated last night at the Soho House in West Hollywood. Jimmy Kimmel was with his family in Cabo San Lucas last night.
Oh my God.
People don't read this with the expectation of it being true. Everyone.
Excuse me? Let's pretend it was true. That Jimmy Kimmel was intoxicated last night. Why does that belong on our website?
Leave her as long as she wants.
Don't you think it's great that we're not putting people up on a pedestal and worshiping them anymore?
Aren't we the ones building the pedestal? We've got a map that gives us their location.
Aren't they protected by the piles of money they're surrounded by?
Okay, what's the line of demarcation? Do your piles of cash protect you from this interview in which I'm intentionally stripping you of your dignity? And by the way, I've managed to do it without lying once. What's the value of an unsourced, unvetted story about a grown man drinking at a bar?
She's going to be fired.
My concern's for the rest of us, who you're turning into a wild pack of prideless punks. That's Newsnight for June 24th. I'm Stone Sabbath, filling in for Will McAvoy.
If that's her last broadcast, that's the best one
She
ever.
can go make millions of dollars on Wall Street.
Yeah.
Did you put her up to it?
Nobody put me up to anything.
What did you think you were doing? Did you get the Princeton kid?
Couldn't find her.
You couldn't find her!
No.
Is this something for you to leave?
Her and her. Tell them to pack their shit and get out of here. So either Thelma and Louise vacate the premises in the next 5 minutes, or I will fire the motherfucking lot of you.
Only I can. A parting gift from Mrs. Lansing.
Nobody leaves the premises until we figure out how to fix this fucking calamity.
He's not okay.
No,
Look at
he's
that.
not. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. He's definitely having a heart attack or something.
Yeah, heart attack or a stroke.
I thought he like just dropped dead there for a second, but
He looks like he's still alive. This will suck if Will gets out to find out that Charlie died.
yeah, that'd
This
be
will
a
really suck.
freaking bummer. There's nobody there.
You're right.
Oh my God. That is so freaking clever.
Yeah.
Imagine how good you'd feel up until...
Yeah.
Charlie had a heart attack a few hours ago. He died.
Oh, man. That's a real freaking bummer, man.
Yeah.
I love Charlie so much.
Yeah, he was such a great character and a great person.
And a very good person. And, you know, up until BJ Novak came down, I was like, man, I just really... it was hard being on his side with that because obviously you don't agree with it, right?
Well, yeah, he's just trying to keep the thing going, which really sucks that he dies, and that's where he got forced. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Was into being that person, having to try to make peace with that goon that runs the place now.
An absolute goon. And I didn't realize that like he couldn't fire anybody unless Charlie said so. And now that Charlie's gone, it's like, well,
I'm sure it's something in the contract that said the president of the news division, who was Charlie, has the right to do it, so he can just stick somebody else in.
Sure.
And whoever he sticks in is probably going to be more of a sycophant, like the second Trump administration, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, get rid of all the competent people, so you don't have any resistance in that end, and you put in, you know, people who will nod along and say yes to whatever you want.
Yeah.
The Pete Hegseths and Pam Bondys of the world.
Scum.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm assuming then, and you don't know, and there can always be some type of rescue, I guess, is for lack of a better word that I can't think of right now.
Yeah.
In the finale that allows that allows it to keep going. I don't know what, I don't know how. Maybe somebody comes in and makes a Godfather offer.
Sure.
On ACN.
Money talks.
The guy lets it go, and they're able to keep going. And maybe it also ends with everyone just saying screw this and shutting it down and walking away. Like, yeah, it's like I can't imagine wanting to work there. You know, like
especially after that. I mean,
even in this world, they're talented people, and there is still real news happening.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine not wanting to be like, you know what, I don't need to be here. No. I'll go to CNN or any number of other I'll go
ABC.
to ABC or CBS or HuffPo or whatever wherever you want to go.
That's the thing, that they're all, what makes this show so enjoyable too is that they're all so good at their jobs.
Right.
So we're like, yeah, you fully believe that like if they're not at ACN, they can be anywhere and be fine.
The only one who can't is Will because of his non-compete, but I don't know where he's in his contract. The show's been on for 3 years.
It's true.
It may be about at the end of that contract anyway.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see. We're obviously that's putting the cart way ahead of the horse. We don't know what's actually going to happen. We have 1 hour left with the show.
Which is nuts.
I'm assuming, of course, that we'll have some type of funeral or tribute to Charlie.
I hope so.
But there'll be resolution. They knew the show was ending, so we're going to get some sense of how everybody ends up.
Yeah.
As we get to the end, and apparently Jim and Maggie are going to be a thing.
Dude, I know. It's like we harped on it for a while there in the first season, and it's like we had a break.
I'm not gonna lie, it's not even the fact that it's back. I don't mind that. I liked the idea of a show having two characters that were into each other, and it never really lined up, and things got weird.
Sure.
And they just were like, you know what? We're just going to be friends and leave it at that. That just doesn't seem to ever happen.
It's rare.
In television or in movies. And I think
rare.
This would have been a really great situation where that was them. It was like, you know what? Ships that cross in the night, end of story.
Yeah.
And because that happens in the world all the time.
It's very true to life.
You know, this idea, because we do. We had 3 will they, won't they kind of couples in the show, and it looks like all 3 of them are together.
Well, it's kind of funny because
we
did the Will and Mac thing, which works really well, right?
Yeah.
The Don and Sloan thing works really well. Right. So it's Sorkin being like, maybe it's like we can make this one work now.
Right. I would not be surprised if Pritchett, that's his name, right?
Pritchett, yeah,
something like that.
Yeah,
holds on to the company, and at the very least, Don and Sloan are like, bye. You know,
I'd want to spit in his face. Honestly, like I can't stand that. I just
BJ Novak plays a worm really well, doesn't he? On this,
it's like the role he was born to play.
Because he was so good at it on The Office.
Yeah,
all this guy is Ryan with more money. You know, really,
that's really what he is.
Yeah.
Ryan
that actually had some success.
I will say, seeing him on this and seeing Toby recently, it makes me want to rewatch The Office. It's been forever since I've seen it.
Absolutely. And they both kind of played that one character
They
that
really
they're both
did.
so good at.
Makes me hope. I hope that Sorkin's a fan of the show.
Right.
Wild Steve Carell pops up next week or something. Jenna Fisher. But I do. I'm assuming we're gonna have a nice ending, right?
Yeah.
It's Sorkin, so we're gonna have some sort of like optimistic, hopeful ending. I
Well,
would assume.
I mean, there could be the message that's just kind of grim. That's like the media's dying, and that's kind of the final message as the people at ACN kind of go away, walk away.
I will say, as far as material goes, I think the Newsroom is a darker piece for Sorkin. I mean, like
it is darker than the Newsroom, or I mean, the West Wing, yeah,
for sure. I mean, like, I think his darkest project is probably The Social Network.
That one's pretty dark.
You know,
I think his sequel is going to be darker.
I can't wait for it. I'm dying to see that film and what he's going to do with it. The cast alone, but yeah, and I do think that what he's doing on this show is really interesting, and I think that it's unlike anything I've seen from him. Really,
sure.
Obviously, it has the beats that he's known for,
right?
But even like with this episode with Will spending time in prison with his dad,
yeah,
I thought that was a great reveal.
It was. I didn't see that coming.
I didn't see it coming
things
at all.
got weird about the mission to civilize. I'm like, how does this guy? You know what I was thinking? Honestly, I thought he was like, this guy's going to be like a plant from the Justice Department. I thought because they do that, and I thought it was going to be like, oh, he's going to get him talking, and he's going to get him to give up the name or any information that they can use. I thought he was an undercover agent for a minute there.
Okay,
and then obviously that was not the case. He's not even there.
I assumed that it was a situation where, like, you know, he didn't want to talk to the guy so bad that he just kind of forgot what he told him. You know what I mean? And he's like, oh, why did I tell you that?
That could have been
I
the
don't
case
take you
too,
seriously.
Like,
Because I was like, man, at what point is this guy just going to get his ass kicked? You know what I mean?
I was wondering that too. I was like, oh my God, this guy's he's just like trying to find buttons the whole time.
Yeah.
He almost found one very quickly. And then
did.
he's like, okay, well, I'm just going to keep going.
He's like, stand up. He's like, I'm way taller than you. I weigh more than you. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah. That's really a thing.
Know your role, son.
All right. Appreciate it, guys. We'll catch you in the next one.
See ya.